All right, y'all. So I want to remind you, in relationships, make sure that you are taking action out of your opportunity and not out of your obligation. Taking action out of obligation, doing things for others, self-sacrifice. I mean, a lot of us think that in relationships, we're supposed to self-sacrifice and do all this stuff and only focus on the other person. And I think that that's an issue with a lot of relationships, is that we're so other person focused instead of being self-centered. I believe that every single person in relationship should be self-centered, meaning what's best for me. Because what you give to yourself, you can give to another. The more you love yourself, the more you can love another. And if you're constantly self-sacrificing and doing all these things out of obligation for another, I promise you, years are going to go by and you're going to develop resentment and anger and all this jealousy and all. You're going to develop that resentment over time when you do things out of obligation. But when you recognize that relationships are the biggest opportunity that you have for growth and for deciding who you are and who you choose to be and creating that person. Again, we live in the world of the relative. We can't understand something until we relate it to another thing. We are constantly defining and redefining ourselves in relation to our world and in relation to other people. So I think it's not about being selfish. It's about being self-centered and asking, what is the highest choice for me? What is best for me? If everybody was more self-centered and not focused on the other, I think relationships would work out much better. So when things happen, when somebody does something outside of your preference, instead of focusing on how you can change them and focusing on them, constantly ask yourself, who do I choose to be in relationship to that? What opportunity is this giving me to grow? How do I want to be? Where can I grow? Right? Constantly, always looking within instead of looking at the other person and expecting them to change, right? Or wanting them and wishing them to change. How do I choose to show up? Who do I choose to be in relationship to that? Self-centered. All right. I love you guys. I hope this adds value. And as always, I'm excited for the next message.